Righto, today. Oh!
No, please don't actually throw it.
Oh. How did that hit your elbow? I have footage to review this. Today's episode, we throw sticks at the missus. Retaliation! I want to start burning the place down like they're doing in America. Okay, so obviously, it looks like the John Deere has its bonnet back on, but it's just sitting there for now. Don't you dare. What we're planning on doing is just trying to figure out. That's not advised. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how the fuck we're going to mount this the way I want to mount it. Because obviously I want to keep this area clear before the whole bonnet used to come over. And I want to put a winch on this thing. So if it's got a winch, then we need to clear space for the winch. So we can't have the I'll get there eventually. We can't have the grill coming in contact with the front. So the grill needs to stay where it is and the bonnet needs to go over it. Which means we're going to have to use these cool dandy hinges that I bought. Architectural butt hinges. Giggity. You're a butt hinge. You're a loose pin, matte, black, button, head, tip, butt hinge. Yeah. So, I think I might just use one of these. They're pretty big. So one in the middle. Obviously, we'll open this up. We'll open it up and we'll have a look. Alright, so it's super smooth hinges. They look really, really nice. We've got some screws. There's two hinges, but we're only going to use one because I realise how big they are. And that'll just sort of go in there above that. Or sort of like that. So it can fold in on itself like so. There'll be a little butt, sort of the end bit sticking out the front. And that'll be it. The next thing we'll be figuring out is how we get it to... this is so not fun. We gotta figure out... Hang on, let me just pull the bonnet off here real quick. Ah, my grill. Shit. Okay.
What? Is that scissor?
Okay, so we're gonna have to mark this as to where it's got to sit. But it's got to sit about here somewhere. So I'm gonna have to build some bracing for it and stuff. So that's got to sit about there somewhere, which means we've got to build a bit of RHS bracketry, some bracketry, and just tack a couple of bits of upright there. It's hard to do this all with one hand. Hang on, let me just consult my trusty tripod. I have this here for a reason, you know. Well, you can film, I suppose, if you want.
Fuck you. You love your tripod more. It's because it's got longer legs than me. Did you just hurt yourself? You okay? Stop!
Alright, so that's going to sit there somewhere like that. Obviously that's not square, like there. We're going to have to figure out how we hold that up. So for now, what we do is we get our bonnet. Sit our bonnet on. It's all broken. Still from many, many years ago. Might use a bit of strapping whatever and try and sort it back out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the trusty old hammer. We're going to space this off the top of the engine. Oh my, I forgot it. Hinges on there. There we go. That's about where we want it. Or do we? No. We want that to sit a bit lower. Hang on. Gotta get some fine tuning. You're going to use the width of 1 1/4 inch spanner. Perfect. I can't see where the front pulley's got to sit. Oh yeah.
Did you get rid of the feather? Oh, you did.
Right, so that's where that's got to sit. We'll get a hinge. We're going to have to screw some plates into it to try and reinforce the front of the bonnet. But we're going to attach that there like that. And obviously the brackets are going to go up and across and down. And I think what we'll do is we'll just weld the bracket in there first. And then we can cut the grill up and screw the grill in later. Now the next question is it going to be enough material there for us to screw to? No, there isn't. So we're going to have to cut up our flat bar here and run some length of flat bar just into the bonnet just a little bit so we can reinforce it, so we can then just screw our hinge directly onto the flat bar, and she'll be a little bit more dandy than what it is. But yeah, so our grill's got to sit here some. Obviously we can sort this out later, but you just get the picture. That's about where it's got to sit. Give or take, because everything's fucked. There she is. It's all completed, 100% done. No, I'm just fucking with you. We got some of the supports in there. As you can see, it's sitting up off the engine. So now you can't really see, but nothing on the engine's actually touching the bonnet anymore, which is good, which is where we want it. So now all we're going to do is cut another piece of our box, put it in between here, up the top here. And all we're going to do is cut a couple of little strips of this. Attach our bracket, which I don't know where I've put it. It's here somewhere. Our little bracket. My bracket is gone. I've lost the fucking bracket. Okay, so we'll find that later on. But yeah, it's coming together very, very slowly. I'll cut the middle section there, and I'll tack her in place and put a lick of paint on her. She'll come up just nice. And yeah, I'll have my bonnet back on it finally, again, thankfully. Oh my god. Yeah, fight you bastards. I got $10 on Gracie. Don't hit her. Come here, darling.
No,
Gracie, come here. She's just putting Peggy in a place.
But when she did it at the dog park, you went off.
Yeah, because it's other dogs.
I don't give a fuck.
You're on camera, don't swear.
Fuckity fuck. Cunt.
Wow.
Take it to rodeos. They never said there's no goat rodeos. Just no dogs.
Wow.
Sneak it in and they ask you.
You're a horrible person. Alright, so we've got our little jiggy made up. I've just done a little bit of a tweaky. There we go. That's where she wants to sit, roughly. It's a little bit close, but we can't really do much about the way it sits because of the insides of the bonnet here. Well, it's a bit warm in there. But yeah, we got a nice flat across the top there. Looks real nice. Now all we got to do is weld our flat bar onto so it comes out a bit in the middle, roughly. A couple of bits of 2 lengths of flat bar side by side. Trim them off, and they should be strong enough to only have to worry about the bonnet a little bit. And even in the future, I might even put struts, gas struts on it maybe. We'll see how we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is to find where the center is, I'm just going to measure it. So it was about 300, and I think it was about 15, somewhere around there. So I did the calculations, and the center of this frame is 157.5, but we're just going to put it at 157, which is this mark right here. That's good enough. So that should be the center. Now we're just going to figure out how far out we're going to come. So obviously how far out we're going to come to get to the front of here, because we want our hinge to be on the very front. Ow, 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 ow. We want our hinge to be here, somewhere like that. So we're going to have to put the frame back in, measure how far out we've got to come, and then we can tack it in and pretty much just bolt it down. Sweet! Hey guys!